Though I was originally going to get this to you last year, but didn't because I had too much other stuff in the way. Get ready because what happens when a, a big luxury liner gets hit by a big tidal wave on New Year's Eve? Well, you're about to experience hell upside down as I bring to you a review of the Poseidon Adventure. Bad days! Entertainment rankings and reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 1972 disaster film, The Poseidon Adventure, released by Fox, directed by Ronald Neame, and produced by Irwin Allen, the master of disaster, based on Paul Gallico's 1969 novel of the same name, featuring an all-star cast including 5 Oscar winners: Gene Hackman, Ernest Borgnine, Jack Albertson, Shelley Winters, Red Buns, and a host of others. Now, of course, the plot centers on the fictional SS Poseidon, an aging luxury liner on her final voyage from New York City to Athens before it is scrapped. And on New Year's Day, it is overturned by a tsunami. Passengers and crew are trapped inside, and a preacher attempts to lead a small group of survivors to safety. This was actually a big one. This was in the vein of other all-star disaster films of the early through mid 70s, which had previously started with Airport in 1970. The film was released in December of 1972, so I'm just a little late for its anniversary. And we'll go on to, and there will be numerous other disaster films following that, like Earthquake and The Towering Inferno, which Irwin Allen was also involved in. So let's get started on the story. The SS Poseidon, an ocean liner slated for retirement, is traveling from New York City to Athens. Despite safety concerns from Captain Harrison, the new owner's representative, Leonarcos, insists he go full speed to save money, preventing Poseidon from taking on ballast. Reverend Frank Scott, a minister who believes God helps those who help themselves, is traveling to a new parish in Africa as punishment for his unorthodox views. Detective Lieutenant Mike Rogo and his wife Linda, a former prostitute, deal with her seasickness. Susan Shelby and her younger brother Robin are traveling to meet up with their parents who are on vacation in Greece. Susan has a crush on Scott while Robin is interested in how the ship works and frequently visits the engine room. Retired Jewish hardware store owner Manny Rosen and his wife Bill are going to Israel to meet their 2-year-old grandson for the first time. Haberdasher James Martin is a love-shy, health-conscious bachelor. The ship's singer, Nani Parry, rehearses for the New Year's Day celebration. Of course, that movie is well known for its song Morning After, which I'll talk more about that later. Passengers gather in the promenade room to celebrate. The captain is called to the bridge in response to a report of an undersea earthquake. He receives word from the lookout that a tsunami is approaching from the direction of Crete. He issues a Mayday distress signal. The ship is hit broadside and capsizes, floating upside down. In the dining room, survivors take stock of their predicament. Acres, an injured waiter, is trapped at the galley door now high above. At Martin's prompting, Scott determines that the escape route will be found upwards at the outer hull now above water. Robin tells him the hole near the propeller shaft is only 1 inch, 3 centimeters thick. Scott believes they will all survive by traveling with him to the ship's engine room. He tries to convince the dozens of survivors to join him on the journey to the engine room, but the ship's purser orders everyone to wait for help. Most of the survivors side with the purser. Only the Rosens, the Rogos, Susan, and Robin, Acres, Nye, and Martin agree to go with Scott. Using the inner metal frame of the promenade room's Christmas tree as a makeshift ladder. After the group climbs up to the galley, there is a series of explosions. As seawater floods the dining room below, those remaining attempt to climb the tree, but their weight causes it to fall. Water fills up the room, and Poseidon begins sinking. Scott leads his group toward the engine room. While climbing a ladder inside a ventilation shaft, the ship rocks from more explosions. Acres falls and dies when the shaft explodes. Leaving the shaft, the group meets a large band of survivors led by the ship's doctor, heading toward the bow. Scott believes they are heading for their doom, but Rogo wants to follow them and gives Scott 15 minutes to find the engine room. Although takes longer than allowed, Scott succeeds. The engine room is on the other side of a flooded corridor. Belle reveals she is a former competitive swimmer and volunteers to go through, but Scott refuses her and dives in. Halfway through, a panel collapses on him. The survivors notice the delay, and Belle dives in. She frees Scott, and they make it to the other side, but Belle suffers a heart attack. Before dying, she tells Scott to give her chai pendant to her husband to give to their grandson. Rogo swims over to make sure Belle and Scott are all right, then leads the rest over. When May finds Belle's body, he is unwilling to go on, but Scott gives him her pendant, reminding him that he has a reason to live. Alright, now for the ending. As always, you know the procedure. You have 5 seconds to stop this video. Go to the description box below and fast forward to the time below. If you've seen the movie already, please continue. Thank you, and here we go right about now. Okay, you've been warned. Scott leads the survivors to the propeller shaft's room watertight door, but additional explosions cause Linda to lose her grip and fall to her death. A heartbroken and infuriated Rogo blames Scott. A ruptured pipe releases steam, blocking their escape. Scott rants at God for the survivors' deaths as he leaps across a pool of flaming oil, grabbing onto the burning hot valve wheel to shut down the steam. Scott tells Rogo to lead the group on before falling to his death. Rogo leads the remaining survivors, Manny, Martin, Nani, Susan, and Robin, through the watertight doors and into the propeller shaft tunnel. They hear a noise from outside and bang on the hull to attract attention. The rescuers cut through the hull, assist the 6 survivors from the ship, inform them that no one else survived, and fly them to safety. End of story. So, what did I think of the Poseidon Adventure? Well, since I've seen a time or two, I will say this is a very good movie and what have you. And I think it's just so incredible and what have you. It's gotten some pretty good reviews and what have you. It became the highest grossing film of '73, earning over 125 million worldwide. It was nominated for 8 Academy Awards, making it one of the most nominated films of all time, and went on to win 2 of them, plus a Golden Globe Award, a British Academy Film Award, and a Motion Picture Sound Editors Award. The reviews weren't too bad to this day. Rotten Tomatoes says that this film exemplifies the disaster film done right, going down smoothly with ratcheting tension and a terrific ensemble to give the peril a distressingly human dimension. Definitely incredible. Well, it's mostly been good to mixed and what have you. So anyway, I thought it was just pretty good. So again, it became such a big success. The Academy Awards it won were best visual effects and best song for which was original for the picture, which was of course The Morning After, which was a pretty good song as a matter of fact. Now, the British Academy Film Awards, it won Best Actor in a Leading Role for Gene Hackman, which unfortunately they do like some awards always do, give him for 2 movies at once. Same for his other film, The French Connection. And the Golden Globes, Shelley Winters won Best Supporting Actress in a Motion Picture. It also won the Best Sound Editing Dialogue at the Golden Reel Awards. So, anyway, I think that was really good. I will say the suspense in this is incredible. Once the tsunami hits Poseidon and it turns over, that's when the real suspense, the thrills, and I don't know what have you begins. So that's why I gotta give this film credit for. It's scored from John Williams. Yes, this was one of John Williams' well first few films he scored long before he did the Star Wars franchise or even the original Superman. Now, our cast, Gene Hackman, who also went on to star in Superman, which I will be re reviewing later this year, plays Reverend Scott. He does a good job. Ernest Borgnine plays Mike Rogo. He was good. Red Buttons plays James Martin. Very good. Carol Lindley plays Nai. She was good. Rye McDowell, who certainly no stranger to doing films with Fox and what have you, since he had previously worked on the Planet of the Apes franchise as Acres. Well, I can't remember. It could be Acres or Acres. I don't know. It's been some time since I last saw this. Stella Stevens plays Linda Rogo. Shelley Winters plays Belle. Jack Albertson, who recently appeared in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, played Manny. And Pamela Sue Martin played Susan. And there's lots of others. There's let's see, Arthur O'Connell, Eric Shea, Leslie Nielsen, one of his early films as Captain Harrison, and a host of others. So anyway, this has a very good cast and what have you. Now, anyway, after this, 7 years later, there would be a sequel called Beyond the Poseidon Adventure, with released in '79 with an equally star-studded cast and was released by Warner Bros. But that film bombed at the box office big time. It has been remade. The Poseidon Adventure has been remade twice. First as a television special in 2005, then the following year a theatrical release titled Poseidon, which I have seen, but that's been a long time. So anyway, I think the Poseidon Adventure was very suspenseful, very thrilling, and I don't know. Again, just like Airport, if this had happened, we would have gotten this, and we could have gotten Earthquake or The Towering Inferno. So anyway, I think this is a good film, good story, great characters, great music, and what have you. So would I recommend the Poseidon Adventure? The answer is easily hell yeah. Definitely look into the Poseidon Adventure, and I think you'll really like it. So, what are your thoughts on the Poseidon Adventure? Let me know in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Join me next time when I bring to you my ranking of the films I rewatched in December 2022. My other rewatches, since I already gave you the Christmas rewatches. So, thanks for watching, and if you like this, check out my reviews for these other disaster films. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of Airport. The upper right-hand corner is my review of The Towering Inferno, and the bottom left-hand corner is my review of a layer disaster film, that being Independence Day. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.